Hi there, welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video, welcome back to another the Soulstone Survivors video. Dungeon of Despair. We've almost exclusively played on the final map, no, not the final map, on the Frost map for a while, because we needed a bunch of materials there, but I think that by now we should probably have enough of them, I hope so at least. Another thing I hope is that I'm not kind of waking up my girlfriend at the moment, or making it unable for her to fall asleep. It is quite late already at night. At least for now, because she's trying to get to sleep early, because she's still trying to catch up on sleep from vacation, from just sleeping poorly and being woken up rudely, a rude awakening by her father opening up the blinds, the curtains of her home a little bit too brutally. The piece of shit that he is, trying to enjoy his own morning with some natural light. God damn it. He should have just kept it at nice glowing bulbs. I'm constantly looking at my door because I feel like I'm schizophrenic and hearing things like her coming in like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Shut the fuck up, I'm trying to sleep. But I hope that it's okay like this. Maybe, you know, a nice approach is not dying, but putting my phone upside down like this and hoping that I don't get a message like, hey, I hear you talking too loudly, can you shut the fuck up because I'm trying to sleep. She needs her sleep. Important day for her tomorrow. She is starting her internship quite early, because it's still like the middle of August. No, it's not the middle of August, it's the start of August. It's literally the 1st of August tomorrow. But she needed to be there because her leader is not what I'm looking for, her new boss, kind of, if you will, asked her to join the workforce already, because there is a bunch of things going on in the summer where she will be able to learn quite a lot. Little camps for children. It's gonna be interesting for her. It's definitely gonna be an interesting experience altogether. I know for a fact that she is ending up in a nice team filled with great people, but it's still gonna be chaotic. It's still gonna be chaotic as well. She's gonna have to get used to working long days again. She has always been working quite hard for school and stuff. She has been doing long days and she studies quite a lot, quite often. But still, this is going to be different, of course. It's not her first internship, it's not her first rodeo. She knows what the deal is with internships and how that messes up your day-to-day structure, your day-to-day life, and also how it kind of messes up your identity, in a sense. That's at least what happened with me. It kind of messed up my identity in the sense of, am I a student or am I a working person right now? And it was never like really all that clear to me, even after an entire year of doing the internship, because I mean, you just get so much responsibilities and your days are all of a sudden so different compared to how they were. There's just so much going on that it doesn't feel like you're still in your studies, even though in reality you are, of course. I think we're not going to take any of these. We're just going to go for a nice, clean, simple, and hopefully quick soulstone run. Hopefully quick, because I don't want to be holding her up in falling asleep, and I also want to call a cab while she's having a smoke and he's taking a drag. I also want to go to sleep myself. Still not caught up on the missed sleep because of vacation myself, especially because of like the day where we traveled home yesterday, which took like almost 12 hours of travel time after waking up at 6 in the morning. So I mean, I could use a little bit more sleep, because this morning I had to wake up at 7 to see my clients. Pro tip: if you go on vacation, first of all, never come back. But if you do need to come back, make sure that the first day after coming back, if you have some travels, like taking an airplane or a train or going by car or whatever, make sure that that first day is also a free day. Because otherwise you will really want to punch yourself in the face. This is what I had this morning. I must say, once I started actually working, once I had my first client and I successfully had that first session of therapy, I was immediately like, okay, you know, this is fine. I can manage, I am awake enough, and I'm actually doing quite okay in terms of like my therapy skills. So that immediately made it like, okay, I can do this, I can get through this day. And I finished off all 6 of my clients without too much hassles. Not every session was amazing, but that didn't have to do with me being tired. It was just like some difficult subject material. Sometimes you feel extremely helpless as a therapist, right? Because there are things like, oh, your relationship with your father is really bad right now. Well, your father's not here, and I mean, what are we gonna do about it? You feel a bit helpless in that sense, but I feel like I still even helped that person out a little bit in accepting that her feelings were like that right now, because she had a difficult relationship with her father, to say the least. Other than that, though, 6 sessions of an okay quality. I'm proud of the work I did today. Not necessarily feel like I immediately solved that many problems for most of those people, but I think I paved some nice steps. Let's go for Fateful Strikes, because I don't think... Oh yeah, we already had Fateful Strikes right down here. So a bit of a waste upgrade, but then again, it will just deal more damage. And dealing more damage is what you need to do to win in Soulstone Survivors. I am trying to focus a bit on articulation and on kind of diversifying my tones in my voice a little bit. It's hard right now because I don't want to increase my volume too much, because as I've stated multiple times already, I don't want to keep my girlfriend awake, but I want to try and like diversify that a little bit, articulate a bit better, make it so that it's not just like a bland reading of text. Not that I have a script or anything, but I realize that if you're listening to this, or if you're even watching this, I have to ask like why, and you're listening to this, you want something with a bit of diversity. You don't want me to just talk like this all the time, which is what I normally do, because it's not like I'm excited to record or anything. I love this, but it is just how my voice works. You want it to have like a little bit of oomph, you know, a little bit of ooh, a little bit of spice, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt and pepper, if it's if it's allowed. Especially salt, though. I'm not that big into pepper, to be honest. It has grown on me. I must say it has definitely grown on me. But if I order like a piece of meat at a restaurant, which is a very rare occasion in and of its own, because I normally don't order like big chunks or slabs of meat, like chicken breast or steaks. That's not really my type of deal. Not my preferred dish to get. I'm more of a chicken nuggets guy. Also not true, but it just sounds funny to say chicken nuggets. If I order that, it would very, very rarely be with a sauce au poivre, with a pepper sauce. No, thank you. It's just a taste that I don't necessarily love in my mouth, especially compared to tastes of, like, for example, no, we're not gonna go there, but I would much rather have like a little mushroom cream sauce or something with fresh herbs, like some parsley or some coriander. Maybe not the best choice for steak, but again, I don't ever eat steak. I wouldn't care. I just love coriander, to be honest. Or cilantro, whatever you want to call it. Either way, not pepper sauce though. But it has grown on me. I still wouldn't order the pepper sauce, I think. But if a dish needs pepper, I am not scared to put some pepper on there. You feel me? Whereas normally I would just go the salt route all the way and kind of let the pepper just... Let the pepper be. Don't care about the pepper all that much. Goodbye, Chaotic Inferno. And there goes our first revive. I'm not focused on having like a perfect run or anything, but I want this run to be over quickly. I'm still more of a salt guy for sure, but pepper can just coexist, you know? It doesn't have to be only salt anymore. Taking big steps in my palate, not a big step at all. I think a lot of people just eat pepper on their food and they find it okay. It's okay with meat. It's okay in some sauces. It's definitely okay with some pasta, whatever you want to call it, some spaghetti. Especially if you're just eating like the bland noodles together with some cheese or anything when your sauce is already finished, because I'm one of those insane crackheads that separates their actual noodle from their bolognese sauce. And if the sauce is finished, I sometimes like to add a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper to my noodles with some cheese, and it's equally as nice of a dish. Cacio e pepe is, I think, just like a dish of its own, which is just pasta with garlic and pepper, maybe oil and pepper. No, I'm thinking about aglio olio. That's oil and garlic. Cacio e pepe is something with pepper, maybe butter. I'm kind of losing my train of thought here. I'm not an expert in Italian cuisine. Not necessarily. I love some spaghetti and I love some pizza, don't get me wrong. Especially the two of them combined. A nice pizza with spaghetti on top. Ooh, sign me right the fuck up, but my mind is a bit too flooded. I definitely have to get back into the recording mindset and the recording grind, but I definitely want to get back in there. I have been craving some video creation while I was on vacation in Switzerland, which was very enjoyable, by the way. Thank you so much for asking. It's so thoughtful of you. It was really an amazing vacation, as it always is in that beautiful country in between Italy, Italy, Germany, maybe a little bit of France, Austria. My archaeology, my My fucking Google Maps looking ass skills are not on point yet either. In general, my brain is just a bit fried and I need to go to bed. And I'm almost able to go to bed if I just finish off this last set of lords. And by that I don't mean make them ejaculate, which would also be a cool game objective, but I think it would be a little bit of a different game compared to, I was gonna say Vampire Survivors, but Soulstone Survivors. How have you guys been doing? I enjoyed my vacation, as I said, but I wonder what you guys have been up to while I was gone. I hope you missed me. Or then again, I also hope you didn't miss me, because that would mean that I didn't fill in your needs that well. Oh, okay. I got a text from my girlfriend and she just said like, okay, I'm falling asleep. And she's calling a cab and he's having a smoke and she's having a drink, but the stomach is sick and it's all in my head. So it means that she is not perturbed by my speech too much. And I can just yell a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but my articulation is going to improve in the next couple of videos. I'm going to try. If you have similar struggles with having an extremely monotone voice that just sounds like you don't want to be on this gold green earth at any given second and you would rather hang yourself than keep on talking, give me some advice, give me some tips on how you deal with it. It's something I struggle with in my therapy sessions as well, because clients probably think that I'm just sitting there like, you bore the shit out of me and I don't want to hear any story about your life anymore at all. But it's quite opposite. I learned today, after starting that first session with my first client, that I was like, you know, this job is actually something I love doing. If at the first day out of vacation you can already feel motivated to listen to people again, to help people, to completely give all your attention and all your energy to helping other people out and listening to their stories, you realize that, okay, maybe this is something I should keep on doing, because it seems like I don't mind it. It seems like I get energy from it as well. I told my girlfriend also today, like, the day just flew past. I am maybe a little bit tired and a bit zoned out, but in general I just feel like this day really went by absolutely insanely quickly. And that's a good sign, because time flies when you're having fun. Fruit flies like bananas. Time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like bananas. That's the Zillion quote. That is the Zillion quote indeed. Final set of lords. Probably not going to be any match for me, and I'm not talking about a New Zealand-based, maybe Australian, but I think New Zealand-based artist. Canadian? No, I think New Zealand-based artist Lord. Don't look at their Solar Power album cover, but that's a bit we have already had on Onkruid channel, and we never recycle bits. It's always completely original content. All my videos are fresh. They talk about fucking thoroughly explored topics that really tickle your brain, that make your mind go crazy, and that really make you think about the world and everything surrounding us on this planet. Die, Chaosbringer, just die, please. I need to take a nap. I beg you. This is episode like 112, 113, or maybe I'm just completely full of shit. Either way, I can say whatever I want in these last couple of seconds, because the video is over, so it doesn't matter what I give you guys as information. I'm not gonna be 170, am I? One more, maybe two more games, but we are getting really close. If we would be in Franklin's special mode in GTA 5 and we would be passing other cars, our special bar would fill up quite nicely because of how close these things are. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.